Yes, my people, what's going on? So I'm in Thailand right now. I wanted to make this video real quick. These videos are just raw, to the point. But I wanted to make this video and just talk to you guys about being grateful. But a very simple perspective shift I'll share with you guys about being grateful is this, right? Gratitude is something that we all know we should basically be more of, if that makes sense. Let me just turn this aircon off because I think it's going to interrupt us. Gratitude is something that we all know that we should be more of, right? We should be more grateful for things in our life. But being grateful, it's easier said than done, right? You know, it's easy to just be like, I feel grateful. But then, our little negative voice creeps in, it starts talking shit to us and what have you. So, I want to share with you guys a story, okay? And the story goes like this. Today, Clever John the other day decided to... What's going on here, man? Clever John the other day decided to reset his laptop password. I need a haircut. He decided to reset his laptop password. Why, I don't know. So I decided to reset it. And I go to log in today and incorrect password, John. I was like, oh, okay. Try again. Incorrect password, John. Okay. I try again. Incorrect password, John. I try again. Incorrect password, John. I try again. You've been locked out for 5 minutes. So I wait 5 minutes. I try again. You've been locked out for 15 minutes. Okay. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? And I then see that I can reset the password with my iCloud. Okay. So go into my iCloud, type in the password, and it says incorrect password. I'm thinking, that's definitely my password for my iCloud. I know that. Try it again. In fact, it didn't say incorrect password. It said error on the system. I was like, okay. So I thought it was the password. So I go onto my phone, log onto iCloud, reset my password, and I reset my password, and then I go back to log in again, and it still has the error code, right? It's like error. And I'm like, what's going on here? Like, why is it not letting me log in? So I go into ChatGPT, my best friend, and if you know, you know. I go into ChatGPT, right? And I'm like, this is the situation, right? It's giving me this error code. What does this mean? And it's saying to me, well, it means that you're not connected to Wi-Fi. So I'm like, well, I clearly am connected to Wi-Fi. So why is it saying I'm not? So basically, I end up being at the cafe. I drive home. I want to get this sorted now. It's on my mind. I come back home to make sure the Wi-Fi was like, at the cafe might not be secure or whatever. So I come back here, connect to the Wi-Fi. It's like error code still popping up. I'm like, what is going on, man? So I'm trying to log in and it's just not letting me. It's not letting me reset the password. It's not letting me do any of this stuff here, right? Eventually, I'm able to reset it on iCloud and log into my laptop. And I'm like, thank you, God, because it would be a bit annoying if I couldn't log into my laptop. Well, very frustrating actually, because there's a lot of stuff on there, right? But the point I'm trying to make is this. Now, when I'm on my laptop, I just naturally feel so much more grateful because I nearly lost it, right? I nearly lost it. But I just feel a lot more grateful right now. I just feel a lot more, grateful for being on my laptop because I nearly lost it. Now, think about this in our life, Think about, for example, like really imagine, like, for example, losing your hand. Like, imagine you lost both your hands and you couldn't use your hands and then you got them back. How much more grateful would you be? Now, you can imagine this right now, brothers, and sisters. You can imagine this. So you can imagine things in your life. Like, imagine you didn't have Wi-Fi. Imagine you didn't have water. Imagine you didn't have food. Imagine you didn't have all of these things that you ultimately take for granted. And just imagine that for a split second. Just close your eyes and just visualize something in your life that you take for granted. Imagine not having it. All right, feel and experience what that's like, because the mind cannot tell the difference between what is imagined and what is real. So you can literally trick your mind into the experience of losing that thing or not having that thing. And when you bring it back to now, you instantly feel more grateful. And it's just a reminder for myself, because I've been practicing this style of gratitude for a while now, but sometimes we forget, right? We take things for granted. But, you know, if I imagine, for example, the days where I worked in a supermarket job and dreamed of being able to travel the world freely on my own schedule, which is now my full-time reality. I've been traveling for 2 years now and living a great life as well. And if I close my eyes and visualize being back at that supermarket job, trying to figure out how to even make $1 online, and I'm like in that supermarket, in the lift, Friday night, 9 p.m. I'm in that cold lift, bro. It's raining outside. How am I gonna make it out of here, man? And I open my eyes and now I'm just surrounded by this beautiful scenery in Thailand. Instantly I feel more grateful. Instantly I feel more grateful, yeah? And that's what I'm talking about. Gratitude really is such a powerful energy to operate from. If anything, it's the most powerful. Gratitude is love, right? It's enough, it's abundance, it's giving thanks to God for what we have versus focusing on what we do not have. But like I said, it's sometimes harder to truly focus in on gratitude because we have these conditions in our mind of, being ungrateful or negativity, whatever it may be. But when you train your mind, the mind, I don't even believe it's psychology, bro. It's more motivated by the fear of loss than the pleasure of gain. And I think when you focus on loss and then you look at what you have, it just gives you this internal feeling of like power, just gratitude, like I said with my laptop example there. So really and truly, that's what I want to share with you guys today. A very short one, but really it is that simple, just looking at what could be and then looking at what you have, what I'm saying to you guys. And I can even tie in some more value into this video right now. When you do those exercises I just shared with you, if you haven't done them, just pause the video and give it a go. Just think about something you have in your life that you take for granted. Imagine it's not there anymore, and then open your eyes and experience the emotion of having it, right? And think about this, brothers and sisters, in the sense of goals that you're trying to manifest, right? Things you're trying to manifest in this reality, okay? If you are operating and visualizing and seeing that scene play out in your mind, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be tapping into that frequency and that energy and that vibration, right? 369 energy, frequency, vibration. You're going to step into that frequency, right? And when you're in that frequency, what's going to happen is it's going to become familiar to you. It's going to become normal for you. And when it's familiar, when it's normal to you, what's going to happen is you are going to start to gravitate towards that, right? You're going to start to, in fact, also that's going to gravitate towards you, because you don't get what you want, you get who you are, and who you are is a collection of your identity. Your identity is repeated beingness. Your beingness is made up of your energy, your frequency, and your vibration. You understand? So if you really understand what I said, yeah? Okay, we'll go inside. If you really understand what I'm talking about right now, guys, if you can use visualization, that cleans my pool down there. If you can understand visualization, right, what you're going to be able to do is step into these visions you hold in your mind. Okay, you're going to step into it, yeah, the energy, the frequency, the vibration. And what's going to happen is, like I said, you're going to start to operate from that life. And this is exactly how I've built my dream life thus far, and how I'm going to continue to build my dream life. And it's not abnormal for me to live in Thailand, right? I've been traveling now for 2 years. You guys, if you go on this vlog channel, you'll see what I've been up to and what I've been able to accomplish. And it's normal for me because I visualized it so many times, it really is that. And yeah, that's it, guys. And it's a reminder for myself as well, because what I believe, if I think about it, just for a split second right now, what has blocked me from manifesting more in my life and achieving more in my life, I would say most likely that comes down to lack of gratitude. Straight up. Because you become accustomed to it. Like I said, it's so normal for me now to just be in Thailand, make money online, travel the world, do whatever I want, whenever I want. Time right now is 2:10 on I don't even know what date, Monday, right? And I've got a free schedule today, not doing anything. And it's so normal for me, but I'm going to start using this it's called negative gratitude, right? I'm going to start using negative gratitude to achieve more in my life. Because like I said, if I was to envision more about, let's say, for example, when I wake up in the morning, it's so normal for me to just wake up and be like, all right, let's go to the gym, or let's go to this cafe with the ocean views, right? I definitely take it for granted. I 100% do. I'm not going to lie to you, brothers and sisters. But I do believe that if I start to tap into like almost visualizing the negative of imagining myself being back at my job, or imagining myself not making money online, or whatever it might be, I think it's going to force me to naturally be more grateful. I really believe this. Yeah, I know it will for a fact. Because when I couldn't log into it, all I wanted was to log into my laptop. That's all I wanted in that moment. Please, God, like, please let me log into this, yeah? And it happened. And I logged back in, and now I'm like, thank you, thank you. Because imagine if I lost the access to my laptop, I'll be pissed. But I'm not. I got access to it. So I'm naturally like, yes, I got access to my laptop. But we can trick our mind, So I'm talking about, we can trick our mind into, imagining these things. So I'm definitely going to start playing around with my visualizations. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to my main channel, go and do that. Yeah, subscribe to the main channel, because I drop a lot of content on there about these concepts. But yeah, it's a deep one. It's a deep one, man. Negative gratitude. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you people. This is at my raw vlogs channel. Just upload raw videos, just whatever comes to my mind. And yeah. That's it. So negative gratitude, if you're finding it hard to be grateful for things, look at what could be, how things could be, and then look at how they are, and you're naturally going to be forced to be more grateful, So yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. Hit me up on Instagram. I don't really go on there. Subscribe to the main channel, just type in my name, John Gab. And other than that, guys, I need to get a haircut, as you can see. But other than that, no slacking, my brothers and sisters. God bless you all, God bless all of you. I've been reading the Bible a lot recently, and it's been transforming my life, truly, truly transforming my life. So I encourage you to pick up the Bible. I encourage you to start understanding the principles of the Bible. Even if you're not a religious person, I would say to some degree, I'm not a religious person, but I'm a follower of Jesus Christ, and I'm a follower of the Bible. And some people may get confused by that and be like, nah, you're religious. Not really though. Like, I don't necessarily go to church and all of these things here, but what I do is I pray to God every day. I speak to Jesus every day. I connect with nature every day, So yeah, it's a journey I'm on. My views will definitely change. Let me go to my Bible notes here on my Notion document, and let me just scroll and pick up a Bible verse I can share with you guys right now. Scroll. I'm just gonna pick one at random. Boom, what we got? With me are riches and honor, enduring wealth and righteousness. Proverbs 8:18. Okay. With me are riches and honor. I've got a load of screenshots of Bible verses here, as you can see, right? So what I've started to do, which is actually really cool, is I've started to get the Bible verse, and then what I do is I look it up and I break it down. So as you can see here, right? See that? Boom. I put a little Dropbox, and it breaks it down. So like the full context of the Bible verse. So I'm really starting to deepen my understanding of what they mean. So like one Bible verse I read the other day was Matthew 19:26. With God, all things are possible, right? And yeah, if I just break it down for you, verses 16 to 22, the rich young ruler, a wealthy man approaches Jesus asking what good deed he must do to inherit eternal life. Jesus tells him to keep the commandments. The man says he already does. Jesus then tells him, if you want to be perfect, go sell your possessions and give to the poor, then come follow me. The man walks away sorrowful because he has great wealth. Insight, this is not just about money, it's about attachment. You see that? It's not about money, it's about attachment. The man wanted salvation on his terms without letting go. Jesus revealed the real idol in his heart is security in wealth. You understand that? So these sort of stories here in the Bible, like, they transform my life, because on my journey, for a very long time, I was putting my security and wealth in my money, in my bank account. And the thing that was interesting is it didn't matter how much money I made, it was fleeting. It was almost like I had attachment to it. So when I started to seek Jesus Christ, he put me through a lot of tests in my life, financially and in my business, to test this. And as you start to invite God into your life, as you start to invite Jesus into your life, you're going to notice, right, another Bible verse, do not conform to this world, be renewed, do not conform to this world. I can't remember it, I'll be honest with you guys. I'm still trying to memorize these things, I'm studying it a lot, but you can see already by me breaking it down, I'm getting a better understanding, but I'll find it now. Where is it? I've got so many in it. Where is it? All right, I can't find it. I've got so many Bible verses in here. All right. I'm going to have to just search this one up because it's a very powerful one. Should be in my Bible verses, to be honest with you. But the Bible verse is, do not conform to this pattern of the world. It lets me load it up. Yeah. Do not conform to this pattern of the world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, his good, pleasing, and perfect will. So that's Proverbs 1:2. So what I've experienced in my life is that when you start to invite God into your life, he's really going to start to test you. He's going to test you. He's going to put you through tests and challenges and things, right? To show you what is his will, what he wants from you. And for example, for a long time, I was getting money to validate me, yeah? And when I started to invite God deeper into my life and Jesus into my life, he showed me that it didn't mean shit, basically. And he put me through certain situations and experiences where I was getting tested, right? My business wasn't growing the way I wanted to, things like that, yeah? I lost some money in investments, right? And I remember, like, for example, I remember when I was looking at my investments and it had gone down, and I was like, fuck, like I was stressing out. And when I went through that phase in my life, yeah, I read this Bible verse, and you're gonna realize, guys, like for me on my journey, yeah, I would say I didn't go and find Jesus. Jesus found me. Yeah, I'll make my full testimony one day, but Jesus found me. And I've literally got the Bible verse right here. And I would say this verse, like when you start tapping into the Bible and God, it speaks to you. Like it literally will speak to you. It's so weird. You know, you'll start to see Bible verses as you're going about your day that will reflect back to you what the message is you're looking for. Real talk. Whoever loses their life for me will find it. Matthew 16:25, yeah? Whoever loses their life for me will find it. You understand? So I could say this to you guys, when I was on my journey, building up, I was putting and idolizing these external things as my life, you know, as my identity. And basically what had to happen was, that noise outside, man, fuck. I'm trying not to swear as well, but yeah. What happened was, as I started to, step away from that and step closer to God and Jesus, man. I would say to some degree, it was like I was losing my identity, losing myself, you know. And from losing myself and my identity, I found God, I found Jesus a lot more. And now I'm at this point in my life, yeah, I made some big changes, guys, real talk. I made some very big changes in my life that were, you know, you could say a risk at the time. Big changes in my business was one, in my health and fitness was another one. In my overall life, my mindset, how I operate, all of these things, you know. And all I can say is that, yeah, it's brought me closer to Jesus Christ and God. And I have more faith, right? I have more peace than ever. And I'm not getting the same results as I was, let's say, a few months ago, yeah? In my business, in my fitness, all of these things. But I've renewed my mind, I've transformed, and I know I'm going through this phase now where it's like, you almost, how do I say this? Like, I would say this, you know, there's a Bible verse where it talks about this building on strong foundations, right? I would say I had to, my foundations before were very weak because they were based off of external things, right? Money, my physique, etc., etc. And God was like, hold on, let me show you where you're not free and let's rebuild with my will. And I started to build my business on his will. I started to build out my physique, my workout plans on his will. Like a simple example, guys. Yeah, I'll give you a very simple example, which is that before, yeah, I would go to the gym and I'd just lift weights, right? Get bigger, get bigger, get bigger. But ultimately, yeah, I was neglecting my overall health is what I would say, yeah? And one way I was doing that is I wasn't taking true care of my flexibility and my mobility. So now I've started doing yoga, I've started to stretch more, and I feel more connected to God, you know? If you ask that question before and you're like, why are you going to the gym to get bigger, John? I would have told you, well, I might not have even been aware of it, but the answer would have been to get bigger, to look good, so I can get validation from other people, ultimately, right? Whether that be girls, whether that be other guys, you know, like I'm bigger than you, whatever. But it wasn't serving of God, man. It didn't bring me closer to God. My energy levels were not that much better just because I lift weights, you know? So you get my point, right? So now it's like I've renewed my mind. It's super bright in here now. I've renewed my mind and I've started to question things very differently. And yeah, this was a bit of a long-winded video, but I like making these vlogs and just talking. You know, I really just enjoy talking to the camera off my head with no script or anything. I'm not like I script my other videos, but like no kind of agenda to the videos. I definitely enjoy making these. So hope you found this valuable. Key takeaways, of course, negative gratitude. And keep on inviting God into your life. Keep on inviting Jesus Christ into your life, yeah? And other than that, I'm gonna go and crush my day. Gonna go and have a blessed day. And yeah, feeling blessed as always. Guys, God bless. No slacking. Let's go.